Now on CoastTV News.
Grab your umbrella out the door. We're seeing rain moving through Delmarva this morning. Also, have the sunglasses handy for some sun later. Then more rain through much of the week ahead. I'll have the details coming up next.
Tornado tears through California as we get a look at a different weather situation on the other side of the country.
An extra Senate session, that's what's taking place in Dover at Legislative Hall. What's expected to come out of that meeting today?
Power play pending the decision that could happen this week that will move the proposed offshore wind project closer to reality.
This is CoastTV News Today.
And welcome to our 6 o'clock hour. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Paige Marley. It's Monday, December 16th, 2024.
And Paige, over the weekend, Santa Claus,
Yeah.
with the help of my local fire department, drove through my neighborhood.
Nice.
And I've been seeing some of the same thing in other communities in our area as well.
It is that time of year. My dog hates it when Santa comes, though.
Really?
He's very protective, and so he thinks there's like a fire or something. So
But maybe you won't get gifts.
I'll get him gifts.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're a good mom.
Yeah, I'm a little worried if Santa tried to come into my house unannounced. Ziggy might not enjoy that. But hopefully your dog's like when Santa comes on the fire truck. I used to hear a lot of like, oh, when he comes to mine. So, all right, we're going to bring in Bob right now, though. Bob, has Santa come to your neighborhood yet?
He did last year. For the first time I saw Santa on a fire truck. I was like, what is this? Yes, coming right through Millsboro on a fire truck. Thought it was an emergency, but it was just Santa waving hello. All right, we've got the rain. I don't think Santa's going to like this. We've got the rain moving through Delmarva this morning. At times it was a little heavier earlier, but right now it's some light to steady rain across Sussex County, back through Salisbury, Ocean Pines, back towards the coast, and the Eastern Shore also in the rain. But the back edge of it is moving through I-95 right now. We'll be in this rain for, I'd say, a few more hours, but in the colder air, it's snow across Pennsylvania and southern New England right now. It's too warm for snow for us, with temperatures in the 40s to around 50 degrees. There's a bit of a southerly breeze right now, and that will warm us up later today with sunshine. But it's rain, I think, right through the morning hours on Futurecast. Then we start to see some breaks later this morning with 40s and then eventually 50s. I think we're into the mid-50s this afternoon with a mix of sun and clouds, 40s and 50s at the coast. It's still kind of cloudy into this evening, so not a great ferry ride this morning over to Cape May with the rain, kind of cloudy, but then drying out through the morning into early afternoon and temperatures rising from the 40s into the 50s.
Thank you, Bob. And happening now, people in Central California cleaning up after a rare tornado hit that region. The EF1 tornado touched down Saturday in Scotts Valley. This was near a shopping center. This is about 70 miles south of San Francisco. The storm toppled trees and utility poles that overturned cars and left behind a trail of damage, and local authorities say several people were treated for injuries.
Happening today, Delaware's Senate is meeting for what is called an extraordinary session. The day will establish rules for the next General Assembly and consider various governor appointments for things like judges. Also happening, Senate will consider members of the first ever Hospital Cost Review Board that will be overseeing hospital spending. That measure drew a lot of controversy and amendments before it passed.
Now, for some background on that, the hospital spending bill came under fire earlier this year by the Delaware Healthcare Association, who said those decisions should be made by local officials. However, in May, the agency switched their stance to neutral after some important amendments were made. And in May, the Senate and House of Representatives passed the bill, sending it to Governor John Carney's desk, who then signed it into law in June. Hurdles are not over, however. In July, Christianacare filed a lawsuit against the bill, challenging its legality.
On Tuesday, Sussex County Council could vote on a conditional use request on property near the Indian River Power Plant. This would be used for an electrical substation where offshore wind energy would be brought onshore. The specific application brought protests over the summer, where people questioned Delaware's benefit if this is approved.
It's a Maryland operation. It's paid for by the Maryland people. Any wind energy that we get out of this deal is going to go right directly to Maryland, not us. So why should we destroy our state park for the purpose of Maryland? Let Maryland destroy their own.
In July, an attorney for the applicant argued that the merits of wind power and the offshore wind turbines is not part of the conditional use application. But towns like Fenwick Island, they are asking council to vote no, saying the offshore wind project cannot be built without such a substation. Council will meet on Tuesday morning.
And let's talk about the wind farm itself. It just received approval from DENREC to allow the cables to go underneath 3 R's Beach for the Dagsboro substation. In 2014, U.S. Wind won the lease for this wind farm. It's drawn support, and as we've seen, it's also had some pushback. In 2021, the Maryland Public Service Commission held public hearings on U.S. Wind and other wind farm proposals, and there were several drawn-out steps in U.S. Wind's process in the years since. The biggest one recently, this fall, Ocean City and others filed a lawsuit against the project, citing environmental and view concerns.
Milford officials are having a public hearing Tuesday on plans that would allow marijuana in city limits. According to city documents, the chosen alternative would allow what's called compassion centers. These are nonprofits that provide medical marijuana to patients and caregivers. It would also permit retail stores to certain commercial zones, and under the proposal, marijuana-related businesses would still have to be at least 500 feet away from schools, residential areas, and central business zones. Going in front of the Milford Planning Commission is just the first step. City Council will hear the ideas next year. New this morning, after it was announced earlier this year, Slam Dunk to the Beach high school basketball event would no longer be held, there was a hole in the holiday schedule at Cape Henlopen High School. So now we're learning there will be a tournament that will bring other schools to from the Mid-Atlantic to the coast. It's called Beach Bash. It's going to take place right after Christmas on December 27th and the 28th. Cape Henlopen will still be the host. It'll feature schools from Maryland and from Virginia. We'll continue to have more on this later on CoastTV News Today.
Comic books, Batmobile, Darth Vader, and so much more. Thousands of fans came to the Ocean City Convention Center for the 7th annual Comic-Con in Ocean City. There were well over 300 booths for an estimated 10,000 people to walk through. Comic-Con's coordinator says more people show up every year. Dennis Robinson writes graphic novels, about the world's first ever werewolf, and he's excited to finally get into the Ocean City Comic-Con.
Every vendor that I've met at shows is like, you got to do Ocean City, you got to do Ocean City, you got to do Ocean City. So this is my first time here at Ocean City Comic-Con. It's fantastic.
And organizers say they plan on having the event at the same time next year.
We're going to take a live look now at our nation's capital. There are growing calls on Capitol Hill for action, with one lawmaker requesting a drone detection system.
Yeah, this after weeks of unknown drones flying across the Northeast and spreading to other areas. The device has even caused one airport to actually shut down.
NBC's Bree Jackson shows us now the response from federal officials. It has only heightened a tense situation.
Questions swirling about mysterious flying objects reported in the skies over New York and New Jersey.
It is not the Iranians, it is not the Chinese, they aren't Martians.
Our local people who have questions about these drones should not have to shake an 8-ball to get an answer.
The FBI has been investigating hundreds of reports of drones operating at night. Investigators say they have seen no evidence that the sightings pose a national security or public safety threat. But the New York Stewart International Airport was forced to shut down its runways briefly because of drone activity. Senator Chuck Schumer wants federal leaders to deploy technology, including Robin radar systems, to better detect and track drones.
If the technology exists for a drone to make it up into the sky, there certainly is the technology that can track the craft with precision and determine what the heck is going on.
Lawmakers are demanding action.
We need to know who's behind it, but right now I think law enforcement seems to be the Department of Homeland Security and the Defense Department are kind of all doing this and pointing at each other.
The administration has repeatedly assured people that they are safe. However, one, we need a briefing for the members of the Senate to figure out what's going on here. Two, we need more transparency.
The sightings have residents, investigators, and members of Congress searching for answers. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
Still a lot more news to get to in this hour of CoastTV News Today.
Yeah, coming up, playground pushed back. Why improvements at Canal Front Park are going to take a little longer than expected.
Also ahead, from real estate to quality of life, how Milford's growth is stirring some debate in the community.
And by now, Pay Later will tell you how much analysts say Americans spent during Cyber Monday. All that and more as CoastTV News Today continues.
Oh, porches. Hello, aren't you the guy I see on TV, the porch protection guy?
Yeah, I would say.
So they're made of marine grade materials that last for years?
Yeah.
And they say I could use my porch all year round?
I think so.
And they keep the dirt, pollen, and rain and wind out? And the custom made right here locally?
They are.
I got to run, but it was really nice talking to you.
Well, it was nice talking to you, too.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
The fear of misunderstanding or missing out on conversations can be overwhelming. As hearing fades, so does the connection to others, leading towards isolation and anxiety. An audiologist can test you and find solutions for your hearing loss. Modern hearing aids can improve your hearing and restore the joy of conversations. Call Mast Audiology to learn how Signia hearing aids can treat your hearing loss.
Don't let hearing loss silence your life.
For more information about Mast Audiology, go to delmarvaexperts.com.
Rain or shine, I'll cover you up and calm the skies. As long as you are mine, I'll be there when you need me. You can count on it every time. It won't always be easy, just as sure as the sun will rise. I'll be there when you need me, with every tear that falls from your eyes. Oh, you have me completely. I'll be there when you need me.
6:11 on this rainy Monday morning. Bay Health Cam in Milford, 48 degrees. We've got some fog too, 1.5 miles to about 2.5 miles visibility in Maryland, and some of that creeping into Delaware too. So we've got the fog and we've got the rain moving through right now. Light to moderate rain across Sussex County. Also some spotty rain into Maryland. Eastern Shore, some heavier rain for you. So we'll be in this rain for a couple more hours as the back edge of this is moving towards I-95. And it's mild enough for the rain with temperatures in the 40s and low 50s. So be careful out there this morning. We've got the showers and some fog as well. I gave it the yellow light, could give it the red light as well. And then this afternoon, it does dry out with sun and clouds, temperatures in the 40s and 50s.
Thank you, Bob. New this morning, there's some lane closures that could impact your daily commute. According to DelDOT, beginning today, there will be intermittent lane closures on Beaver Dam Road, Plantation Road, and Route 9. This is all going to be near the new roundabout there in Lewis. From 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., crews are set to finish the paving project. DelDOT's reminding you, drive cautiously in those work zones, and you should expect some delays.
Millsboro police say scammers are calling, and they are saying that their officers, they're telling people that they talk to, they have active warrants. Millsboro police say check that number that they're calling from, the specific number or duty phones, and if you're worried, you should call the station's phone number to confirm.
More Americans are using the buy now, pay later services. A new report showed that on Cyber Monday, consumers spent nearly $1 billion using the buy now, pay later. That was a record amount for a single day. Analysts say that BNPL spending in the United States is up this year. Last year, consumers spent more than $75 billion. That was up from $65 in 2022.
All right, check out this next story here. Grubhub has released its annual 2024 delivery report. And the review analyzed orders placed throughout the year. Chicken ruled this year, being included in nearly 40% of all Grubhub restaurants and grocery store orders. This one's puzzling to me, Paige. Over 1 ton of cottage cheese was delivered. Also, Mexican food was another favorite choice. 1.3 million birria orders were made.
Sounds good. All right, still ahead this morning, Milford growing pains. How much Milford has grown in population from 2020 to 2023.
Still pretty dark out there. You can see that on the tunnel and razor cam, 50 degrees, but we've got rain across the area this morning, so grab the umbrella, then the sunglasses later today, then the umbrella again with on and off rain chances into Thursday, then turning very cold this weekend. Your forecast details coming up in 2 minutes.
Listen to Big 107.7, Delmarva's classic rock station.
Visit Gateway Subaru this holiday season during the 2024 Subaru Share the Love event through January 2nd. With every Subaru purchased or leased, Subaru will donate $250 to one of these 5 charities, plus an additional $50 when you choose your hometown charity. And Subaru will donate $5 for every routine service performed. At Gateway Subaru, our customers are the heart of what we do, and we're committed to being a positive force in our community. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
Transform your bathroom from ordinary to stunning in a snap with Shower Glass. At Shower Glass, we provide fast turnaround time, professional installation, and a lifetime warranty. Our pricing is competitive. We don't need a copy of someone else's quote to get you the best possible price. Now you can replace your curtain with a semi-frameless shower door starting at $13.50. Shower Glass, it's all we do. Visit showerglassdoors.net to schedule your free consultation.
In 1925, a simple bank ledger began journaling the transactions of life in Willards, Maryland. New houses, barns, and farm equipment. Growing families and businesses both big and small. A record through time of hardship and prosperity. 100 years ago, the founding of the Farmers Bank of Willards was vital to the town. 100 years later, banking has changed, but the Farmers Bank remains steadfast in its original mission, keeping and reinvesting millions of dollars right here for the benefit of our communities.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Stanley Steamer is proud to be the leader in deep cleaning, cleaning over 1 million homes and businesses across America every year, using powerful equipment custom built by us. We'll remove the buildup of dirt, dust, allergens, grime, and contaminants seen and unseen from your home and business. America's professional deep cleaner for over 75 years. It's not clean until it's Stanley Steamer clean.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Time is 6:16, and we're getting a live look at a wet Milford on this Monday morning. Rain continuing to hit us, but Bob, you're saying there might be a break later today.
Yeah, in fact, Matt, I think we're looking at a break probably here in the next few hours. By mid-morning, the rain should be coming to an end as we are looking at the rain today. Scattered in nature, I think we could still see a few showers tonight. We get a break Tuesday, but then we see our best chance of rain coming on Wednesday. And then after that, it's a sharp cold front. It dries out, but then it gets really cold. Here's a radar from the last several hours. You can see some blips of yellow on here indicating some of the heavier rain. But right now, seeing some of that heavier rain from Andrewsville to Seaford, Laurel, Lewis, Ocean View, Westwood's also seeing rain. So a good chunk of Sussex County seeing the rain into Maryland, Salisbury to Ocean Pines, Newark seeing the rain, the Eastern Shore pretty socked in with the rain from Greensboro to Easton and Cambridge as well. We're seeing the back edge of the rain right along the I-95 corridor. So we'll be in this for a few more hours. That rain extends up into New York, but in the colder air from the Poconos into southern New England, they're seeing some snow. But you can see this system is moving through, and then we have a break, and that'll be for later today. And then there is more rain across the Midwest, so we'll be seeing some rainy systems here the next few days. Temperatures now 40s to around 50 in Delmar, 50 in Rehoboth, 50 in Bethany Beach, so plenty mild for just plain rain. And we do have a light southeast breeze, which will turn south with time, and we'll see that rain ending, I think, by mid-morning. Here's 9 a.m., maybe still some lingering showers. Then by noon, we start to see some breaks, some blue skies, temperatures into the 50s, mid to upper 50s this afternoon, so not a bad afternoon. Then tonight, clouds increase again, maybe a stray shower. The winds pick up out of the south. Look how mild it is as we go into Tuesday morning into the upper 50s, and Tuesday will be a mild, mainly dry day, and by afternoon, we're looking at temperatures into the lower 60s. By Wednesday, we're starting in the 30s and 40s, but then clouds increase, and we will start to see rain developing as we go into the afternoon and evening hours. This is all rain across the area, and then that continues into Thursday morning, and then that's a cold front sweeping through, and then much colder air coming in behind that system. Here's future rain right now, and as we go through the next several days, probably another third to about 6/10 of an inch of rain. But the big story heading into the weekend and heading up towards Christmas, very cold air. This is the coldest air of the season. In fact, we're talking about lows in the teens by this weekend. Here's your Paul Davis 7-day forecast. 56 with the morning rain today, 63 on Tuesday, Wednesday 58 with the showers building back in, and then ending Thursday morning, and then the colder air moves in. 48 Thursday, 46 Friday, only 40 on Saturday, 19 by Sunday morning, and a high of only 31 despite sunshine on Sunday. Then by the following Monday morning, down to 15 degrees.
Thank you, Bob. We've been getting some information that shows just how much Milford has grown in the past few years. The city says they've issued 213 permits for new homes in the first 11 months of 2024, and they've also seen 232 projects in the downtown development districts since 2016, September 2016.
Like 5 years ago, the most prominent out-of-state buyers were going down to Rehoboth, Lewis, Ocean View, Bethany, just around the coastline, and now we're gearing up towards Milford, in the more quaint towns where people still get that small town feel, but they can still have access to the beach.
And according to the Census Bureau, the population of Milford jumped almost 19% from April 2020 to July 2023.
Still more to come this morning on Coast TV News Today. A playground pushed back. We're going to tell you what's stalling the improvements at Canal Front Park in Lewis. Don't go anywhere.
For every season, every weather moment, stay ahead with the Coast TV First Alert Weather Phone. Just call 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away. Sponsored by the law offices of Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
Capture your favorite moments at the Coast TV photo booth. Strike a pose and snap a pic, all for free. View previous pictures and see the next event at coasttv.com under the Features tab. The Coast TV photo booth, sponsored by Baths by Spicer Brothers.
It's the Red Tag event going on now at IG Burton Chevrolet. See some red, save some green. Discounts up to $12,500 off, 0% financing, and leases starting at just $299 a month. If you're looking for a great deal, now's the time to get behind the wheel at IG Burton Chevrolet. Come see us today at any IG Burton Chevrolet location in Melford, Seaford, Lewis, or Berlin, or online at igburton.com for all the details. Nobody beats a Burton deal. Nobody!
We're looking for our first house. We're growing a family. The Parker Group and our realtor, Jen, they were great. Helped us get our first home. That was a very smooth, easy process, especially for our first time. Family expanded a little bit more. We went right to the Parker Group because how easy it was the first time. And before we knew it, here we are in our next home, and we love it.
Our experience with the Parker Group was seamless.
Our realtor and the Parker Group was almost like a family in a way. They were there for us when we needed them. That was a big thing.
100% we would go with the Parker Group again.
Hey Delaware, Bet Rivers and Harrington Raceway and Casino are bringing betting on football to your phone. From props and in-game betting to the spread and the money line, it's all on your phone and it's all a touchdown. Plus, right now when you sign up, you'll get a second chance bet of up to $500. So huddle up with Bet Rivers and Harrington Raceway and Casino to place your football bets on the go. Download the app today.
Okay, ever hear of a meadow garden? This is a new landscaping trend. It's also a trend that's creating some controversy. This is where instead of a traditional yard, people plant wildflowers and native plants. Environmentalists say they're great. Critics say they're an eyesore. Happening today, Lewis's environmental subcommittee is set to consider allowing meadows instead of grass. It would adjust the city's property maintenance code. According to regulations, meadow gardens must be registered with the city. They also must be free of weeds or bad smells, and they must be shorter than 2 feet.
New this morning, DNREC renovated a 1960s-era building to current safety and accessibility standards. This weekend, the agency, along with Governor Carney and President Biden's daughter Ashley, rededicated the Biden Environmental Center at Cape Henlopen State Park. According to the agency, the building will be used for DNREC trainings, regional workshops, and community events. In the 90s, Biden helped the state buy the building and its adjacent landscape to make it a place for learning.
Okay, here's an update on a story that we've been covering. It's about that proposed path connecting Milford and Slaughter Beach, and officials, they've been asking for public comments on the project. That feedback is due on Friday.
Lewis says further improvements to Canal Front Park's playground, seen there in October, are now delayed until January 20th. The city says this is all due to shipping delays and weather in January, forcing the pushback of the construction. But Lewis does say it anticipates the new playground will be installed instead in late March.
First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahey joins us again. If you like those early morning walks on the beach to see the sunrise, you might not be able to see that, Bob, but you're saying a little bit later on, that could be the time for you.
I think so. You know, probably later this morning, definitely into the afternoon, more sunshine. But we've got the rain this morning for Assateague and into Chincoteague as well. Temperatures in the low 50s. I think we will see some peaks of sun later this afternoon with mid-50s. Fenwick Island and Ocean City, the morning rain, and then highs into the mid to upper 50s. Some average afternoon sun, waves about 2 to 4 feet. On the bay side, we're looking at 56 with rain today in Cambridge. It dries out and it's mild tomorrow, 63, and then more rain on Wednesday, 58. Crisfield, 49 for you today with 57 and cloudy Tuesday, then 55 with rain on Wednesday. So kind of rainy through the midweek, turning sharply colder for the weekend, but then warming up towards Christmas. I'll have much more in your forecast coming up in the next half hour.
And we want to thank businesses, groups, individuals, and so many more who have donated at least $1,000 to Bless Our Children campaign and stepped up to join the Shell Brothers Challenge.
Here's a Shell Brothers honor roll in amounts given in increments of $1,000.
Atlantic Community Thrift Shop, Evans Builders Incorporated, Pocomoke City Elks number 1624, James Maloney, in memory of Stacy Dorsch.
American Legion Boggs Disharoon Post 123.
Ocean City Elks Lodge number 2645, Seaboard Billboard Boat.
Eastern Shore Corvette Club Inc. Tony Tank Tribe number 149. Carolyn D. Lehman Johnson, Midway Par 3.
MR Ducks, Salisbury Elks Lodge number 817. Edward Jones Office of Melinda Tinkle, Jeff and Ann Vitas, in loving memory of John Angelis. Kathy and Michael Newcomb, Delaware Electric Co-op, Phil Hawk, Cape Henlopen Elks number 2540, Michael and Nancy West, Patricia Littleton and Steve Rosenberry, Dorchester Lodge number 223, IBPO Elks of the World. The R.D. Greer and Sons Company,
June and John Lewis Jr. Bunting and Murray Construction and Employees. Apgar Turf Farm Inc. Suicide Bridge Restaurant in memory of Bill O'Hickman.
The residents of Mariners Cove,
In loving memory of Maribeth Toomberlin. Salisbury Moose Family Center 654.
Eastern Shore Region Antique Automobile Car Club, Harry and Jenny Davis, SPI Farmer Incorporated, Peninsula Imaging LLC, Johnny Janosic.
In loving memory of Sean Noel.
Classic Cakes,
David and Louise. Willard's Lions Club. Mr. and Mrs. R. Dean Goldsboro.
Rose Wheaton, Horsey Poultry Farm LLC, American Legion Post 64, Tops Cut Off, American Legion Sinpuxent Post 166.
Jefferson Urian Doan and Sterner, PA. Pepsi Bottling Ventures. Crowley Associates Realty, Inc. Murray's Residential Services.
Eastern Shore Auctions by Willie Benton, Burris Logistics, Terra Firma of Delmarva Paving, Alan Corman and Son Incorporated.
Lewis Rehoboth Moose Lodge 646.
ASAP Services Pumping and Disposal.
J. Stacy Hart and Associates. Dwayne and Brandy Geis Absolute PDR.
ABC Refrigeration Incorporated in memory of Pop, Ramco Solutions.
Miranda Hart and O'Leary Contracting LLC. The Closet Works of Delmarva. Unfinished Business Thrift Shop. Idlewild Ruritan Club. Redmond Orphans Board.
Painting in America Made Great Again Earl Johnson Painting.
HVAC Services Unlimited, Inc. Contractors for a Cause Foundation.
Mike Singleton's Pest Control, Shore Fund Tractor Pullers.
Historical Vintage Car Club of Delaware, Inc. Green Acres Storage Shoal. In memory of Maurice and Pearl Jordan.
Sons and Daughters of Italy in Ocean City Lodge number 2474. Dagsboro Paint and Wallpaper. Chris's Pool Service.
Lydia's Grab and Go Bistro. IES Residential, Inc. In memory of Joan Louise Rager. Creative Concepts.
Collins Wharf Sod. K&T Utilities LLC. Eastern Shore Traffic LLC. Chesapeake Trenching Incorporated.
G.R. Campbell Construction. Cox's RV Repair. Zion Church of Salisbury Women of Faith. Wheels That Heal Car Club. American Legion Auxiliary Sinnapunxet Unit 166.
Preston Gromark FS. American Veterans Thrift Store. Cheer Incorporated Employees. Daisy's Well Drilling.
CJ's Beach Bays. American Legion Nanacoke Squadron 6. B&R Auto Parts, Inc. Delmarva Art Expo and Wool and Fiber Expo.
Pools, Pavers, and more. LTE Fiber LLC.
Reynolds Excavating, Inc.
Hickman Beach Plaza. Donald McIntaffer. Hawker Supermarkets. The Carroll Family.
Japanesque.
Mary and Chris Grimm. Shore United Bank. St. Andrew's United Methodist Church.
Lewis Rehoboth Rotary Club.
Asbury Blades United Women in Faith. Asbury Blades UM Churches. Wycomico Lodge number 91 AF and AM. Employees of Crest Plumbing Heating. In loving memory of Jim and Nancy McKinley.
Pep Up. Breeding Roll-Off Service. Peninsula Pawn. Towers Concrete. OT Beecham Post 94. In memory of Richard and Helen Webb. Union Lodge Georgetown Loop. Queen City Elk Lodge 1051. Delaware Improved Order of Red Men and Degree of Pocahontas. AccuTrench Contracting LLC, Paradise Plumbing, Bob Willie and Sons Incorporated, King Crop Insurance, in memory of Lily Patrick Feinstein, Murray Sod Farm, the Riverside Grill Oak Orchard, Chesapeake Waste, Chesapeake Companies, Preston R. Smith Plumbing, Maddox Brothers Trucking Inc., IV Solutions, Old Timers Softball League Inc., in memory of Shirley L. Doherty, Timothy and Terry Scott,
AE Janitorial Incorporated, Curtis Mercer Remodeling Incorporated, in loving memory of D. Jean Minsker, Southern Delaware Street Rod Association, Mount Zion Holiness Church Incorporated Milton, Thomas C. Melvin and Son Funeral Home Incorporated, Accurate Termite and Pest Control, Monica W. Dwyer, Coastal Towing and Auto Repair, Security Instrument of Delaware, Rich and Karen Gallin, in memory of James E. Mowbray, Fraternal Order of Eagles, Cheryl, Gary and the Boys, Brenda and Ed Hammerbacher,
Donna Dorman Adams, in loving memory of Stella, Carol, Dale, Kent, Tom, and Evelyn, Quota Club of Salisbury, Maryland, Prees Farms LLC, RN Conveyance Company, Mary Bucky, Kenneth Lund, in memory of his dog Harley, Holly Lake Campsites, in memory of Sam Ellers, Chuck and Shirley, Harborside Bar and Grill, in memory of Eric Rickner, Shoreline Pine LLC, in loving memory of Martha M. Hopkins.
Premier Glass and Screen Incorporated, Tuckahoe Underground, in memory of Granville and Joanne Trimper, Bridgeville Lions Foundation Incorporated, Powellville UM Church and UM Men, in memory of Stephen and Michael Griffiths, Federalsburg Post 5246 VSW Auxiliary Incorporated, Joan W. Jenkins Foundation Incorporated, Allen Lions Club, Jolly Roger Amusement Parks, Fillmore Day Real Estate Services LLC, in loving memory of Violet Lee Garrison and family,
Laurel American Legion Post 19, Hugo and Carol Cardenas, The Whalen Company LLC.
Again, we appreciate all of you taking on the Shell Brothers Challenge as part of WBOC and Coast TV's Bless Our Children campaign.
And if you'd like to help, you can donate on our website at blessourchildren.org.
Thank you for helping WBOC, Coast TV, and DSN lend a hand.
And together, we can make the holidays this year a very special one.
Bless Our Children is administered by the Draper Holdings Charitable Foundation.
Welcome to Beach Barrels. No matter where you're from, everyone is a local. Fun times and good vibes await with a wide variety of craft brews, plus our award-winning Primo Hoagies made fresh daily. Dance the night away at the best live music venue in Ocean City. And there's never a bad seat to catch your favorite sports team. Dine in or relax on our outside deck with comfortable seating and beautiful palm trees for a cozy, tropical atmosphere. Beach Barrels open 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. at 132nd and Coastal Highway.
Have you ever needed some help with selection and design layout in your renovated tile bathroom project, kitchen backsplash, or any other tile project? You don't have to go across the bridge. The professionals at East Coast Tile and Flooring offer the largest selection to assist architects, designers, and homeowners on any size project in all price ranges. East Coast Tile and Flooring has the quality, knowledge, and expertise you need. Call East Coast Tile and Flooring today for a design consultation.
Accidents happen when you least expect them. Big or small, when accidents strike, things can get a little complicated. This is where the Law Office of Trap-Nickel steps in. Our experienced team fights for your rights, turning tough situations into significant compensation. If you've suffered an injury, claim the justice you're entitled to. The Law Office of Trap-Nickel. Your priority is our priority.
Good night, girls.
Good night, Dad. Come on, let's go. Are you ready to sew some carpet? And LVP. Okay, I'm ready. What about our clothes? Let's do it. We have tons of carpet that's really nice. We have cash and carry LVP, as low as $1.99.
I'll take both. Maybe you girls are ready.
Wait, was that a dream?
Matt the Carpet Guy, the flooring of your dreams done right.
Now on Coast TV News.
Grab your umbrella out the door. We're seeing rain moving through Delmarva this morning, even some fog too. Also have the sunglasses handy for some sun later, then more rain through much of the week ahead. I'll have the details next.
Chicago dense fog, the weather situation there that wreaked havoc on air travel.
The Senate shaping up next year, what the chamber is working on today at a special session in Legislative Hall.
Holiday hoops return, how organizers are filling the void after the popular slam dunk to the beach was put on hold in Lewis.
This is Coast TV News Today.
December 16th, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us, everyone. I'm Paige Marley.
Time is 6:34. We continue with this wet start to our Monday morning.
Yeah, kind of dreary beginning. Definitely feels like a Monday. So we're going to bring in first alert meteorologist Bob Trihey now. Bob, this sadness, this sad weather, it's not going to last all day.
I think the next few hours, but be careful out there. We do have the rain, and we have some of that patchy fog as well. Here's the radar replay last few hours. You can see some yellow showing up, and there's radar indicating some pockets of heavier rain. So Sussex County seeing a lot of that rain, especially around Georgetown, Seaford, Bridgeville. Sharptown seeing some heavier rain for you in eastern Maryland. And Salisbury to the coast, we're seeing the showers as well. And then you can see the rain across the eastern shore as well. So grab the rain gear out the door. The back edge of this rain is right along the I-95 corridor, so it's going to take a little while to move through. So I think the next few hours it will be out of here. But we have fog, 1 mile in Salisbury, 4 miles in Ocean City and Georgetown. So just use extra caution, leave extra time to get to work or school, as we have temperatures in the 40s to right around 50 degrees. Here's a bus stop forecast for the kiddos. Once again, exercise caution around the bus stop, limited visibility, and the rain too. So a couple of weather hazards. Off to school, 48 degrees, and then heading home, sun and clouds for the kiddos, and 54.
We're going to show you now a scene on Sunday in Illinois as the National Weather Service there issued a dense fog advisory with limited visibility and hazardous driving conditions. According to the FAA, flights there were delayed on Sunday at least 15 minutes at Chicago's O'Hare Airport because of that fog. The early Sunday morning fog advisory did lift later that day.
Happening today, Delaware Senate is meeting for what is called an extraordinary session. This will establish rules for the next General Assembly and look at various governor appointments for things like judges. Also, the Senate will consider members of the first ever Hospital Cost Review Board that will oversee hospital spending. That's a measure that drew a lot of controversy and amendments before being passed this summer.
We have some more background on this. That bill came under fire earlier this year by Delaware Healthcare Association, who said those decisions should be being made by local officials. However, in May, the agency then switched their stance to neutral after some important amendments were made. According to the state, in May, the Senate and the House of Representatives passed that bill, sending it to Governor John Carney's desk, who then signed it into legislation in June. The hurdles are not over, though, because in July, Christiana Care filed a lawsuit against that bill, challenging its legality.
This week, Milford officials will hold a public hearing on plans to allow marijuana in city limits. According to city documents, the chosen alternative would allow what's being called compassion centers. Those are nonprofits that provide medical marijuana to patients and caregivers, but also permit retail stores in certain commercial zones. And under this proposal, marijuana-related businesses would have to be at least 500 feet away from schools, residential areas, and certain business zones. The Tuesday hearing by the Planning Commission is just the next step. City Council is expected to review all the suggestions next year. After it was announced earlier this year that the Slam Dunk to the Beach High School basketball event would no longer be held, there was a hole in the holiday schedule at Cape Henlopen High School, and now we learn that there will be a tournament that will bring other schools in the Mid-Atlantic to the coast. It's being called Beach Bash. It will take place right after Christmas on December 27th and 28th. Cape Henlopen will be the host, and it will feature 2 schools from Maryland and 1 from Virginia. Its predecessor, Slam Dunk to the Beach, became too expensive to bring schools from across the country to the Delaware coast. Let's hope the new tournament will be able to have that same level of excitement.
We want to keep that enthusiasm going, and people liked it. If it didn't cost so much money to fly these teams in and put them up, and NIL and everything else that's involved in this stuff these days, we have to do something to fill that void, and I think we're going to be able to replace it very well.
And unlike Slam Dunk, where all the games are scheduled in advance, Beach Bash will be a true win-in-advance tournament.
We're now going to take a live look at our nation's capital. There are growing calls on Capitol Hill for action, with one lawmaker requesting a drone detection system. The list of states with reported drone sightings now includes New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, Virginia, and Ohio. State and local police, they're trying to investigate the aircraft, but they don't have the authority right now to counter them. Homeland Security Secretary is asking lawmakers give state and local authorities the ability to counter drone activity under federal supervision. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says he's going to co-sponsor legislation that could give us more insight into what's flying above us.
We want state and local authorities to also have the ability to counter drone activity under federal supervision.
One of the country's most important Air Force bases says it actually closed temporarily due to that drone activity. That's according to a spokesperson for the Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Ohio.
Still got a lot more news to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Still ahead, 2024 heating up, the new record this year that's projected to break, according to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration.
Eagles on the run, the big game by Barkley and company that leads the Birds to a 10th straight win.
And an adoption accomplishment, how many pets found their loving homes at the BV SPCA's mega adoption event over the weekend. Stick with us on Coast TV News Today.
At Coastal Comfort, we're more than just heating and air. We're family, dedicated to keeping you and your family comfortable all year.
Comfort you can count on.
We're Coastal Comfort. Call us today.
Coastal Comfort, a Carrier Factory authorized dealer.
Happy holidays!
For nearly 90 years, Delaware Electric Cooperative has powered the Christmas spirit. Throughout the decades, affordable co-op energy has kept your homes warm, your Christmas trees lit, and your kitchens ready to churn out holiday meals. From one generation to the next, our team has been there for you, working in the worst of weather to keep your lights on and the holidays bright. This Christmas season, we'll be there with you once again, working to power new Christmas memories and offering the most reliable and affordable energy in the state of Delaware.
Christmas is around the corner. Let Paul Davis check that deck project off your list and get a free fire pit.
We'll bring the showroom to you, take measurements, and give you an estimate that day. Our AZEK composite decking looks amazing, won't fade or rot, and is maintenance-free with a lifetime warranty. From design to permitting and building, we're with you every step of the way.
Take 20% off your deck project, get a free gas fire pit, and pay as little as $100 per month. Call today.
Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Foul odors, discolored water, are you running out of hot water more quickly? These are all signs of sediment buildup in your water heater. And as the buildup becomes more severe, it can even cause a premature tank failure. Flushing the tank periodically can prevent these problems. FH Fur has you covered. Get a water heater flush for $49. That's right, a complete water heater flush for only $49. Act now and get a plumbing inspection free.
877-CALL-FUR. FHFur.com.
Take the holidays with you wherever you go, but not the same old songs over and over. The Duck has hundreds of holiday tunes. Enjoy 24/7 Christmas music on 107.1 The Duck, your Christmas variety station.
It is 6:42 on this murky Monday morning. Tyndall's Casual Furniture Cam. Here's Laurel 49. Keep in mind this camera is elevated, looking through the clouds and fog and some of that rain too. We've got the rain in Laurel and other places in Sussex County right now. This deeper green color in western Sussex indicating the heavier rain. Also some heavier showers around Salisbury over to Pittsville. And then the eastern shore also seeing scattered showers of rain. The back edge of this now moving east of I-95. So mid-morning is when the rain should shut off. We're looking at temperatures in the 40s and low 50s, and there is some thicker fog, 3/4 of a mile in Salisbury, not as bad elsewhere. So not a great morning for a run. It is wet, so you're dodging some puddles. Temperatures in the 40s that will end mid-morning, and then by noon, I think we will see some sun and temperatures in the low 50s, and a good day to have an umbrella and win an umbrella. And Barbara Hudson from Frankfurt has done that. Congratulations to her from Paul Davis and Coast TV.
Milford and you lost power, we're going to tell you why. The city said a downed line that knocked out all the electricity there. Crews still trying to fix it. City asked people, just pause your non-emergency calls at this time. Phone lines are routed through the Milford Emergency Center. We're going to talk mega adoption now. This weekend, over 1,100 animals were adopted as part of the Brandywine Valley SPCA's mega adoption. The event features reduced adoption fees across all BV SPCA campuses, and they cleared out many shelters. Good job.
The preview of a potential Pennsylvania Super Bowl, we might be getting ahead of ourselves here just a little bit, but on Sunday at the field in South Philly, the NFC East leading Eagles took on the first-place team in the AFC North, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Got a lot of drama over the past couple days between those two, Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown, but late first quarter, we could not have scripted this any better. Hurts to Brown, and the Birds take a 10-3 lead. We go to the second quarter in the red zone again. Here, Hurts finds Devontae Smith. This makes it a 17-3 game, and the Eagles put this one away in the fourth with a tush-push statement win for the Birds. Make it 10 wins in a row. And at 12-2, the Eagles have the best record in the NFL with just divisional games remaining on the schedule. To the New Jersey Swamps, and the Ravens back from their bye, and they're back in the win column. First quarter, Lamar Jackson fires. There's Mark Andrews. It's 1 of 5 touchdown passes on the day for the reigning NFL MVP. The Ravens roll the Giants 35-14, and we now go to New Orleans, where Washington allowed a Saints touchdown, final play of regulation. But instead of going for the tie, the Saints went for 2 in the win, and they basically run the same play. Quarterback Spencer Rattler throws into a tight window. It's incomplete, and the Burgundy and Gold are now 9-5 after escaping with a win. Coming up tonight on the Delmarva Sports Network at 7, it's men's college basketball, and Maryland Eastern Shore hosts Caron. That's at 10:30. It's the final score. Your exclusive DSM Plus games begin at 4 as Polytech faces off against Woodbridge in Unified Basketball. 5:30, it's Bayside Conference girls basketball when North Dorchester visits Cambridge South Dorchester. And at 7, more girls basketball when Stephen Decatur travels to Pocomoke.
During the holiday season, Draper Media's Bless Our Children campaign works to bring the Christmas spirit to everyone. And of course, we always like to share the cards and the donations that we have received. This beautiful card right here says it's in loving memory of her husband, Leroy. It was sent to us by Judy in Milford. This extra special card. Thank you so much for this. We do appreciate all of your help, but we still need all of your help as well to make sure every child on Delmarva has a special present to open Christmas morning. Already, our initiative has raised over $270,000. If you want to donate online, you can do that as well. Go to blessourchildren.org. Now time for today's Holiday House. We are going to show you a festive corner featuring a furry friend. This cozy corner is complete with a big guy. Oh, that was watching over the house, but now that's a different one. This is a cat, and he's looking at his Christmas presents. Well, you know what? That's just as cute. We love seeing all of your Christmas decorations and your Christmas cats and dogs and gerbils. Don't forget to send us pictures of what's going on in your house and videos right now. Go to coasttv.com/holidayhouse.
It is a rainy, foggy Monday morning, and the Cameron Ocean view is down right now, but 51 degrees with the rain across the area. You need the umbrella this morning, then sunglasses later today, then the umbrella again with on and off rain chances as we go through the week ahead, then turning very cold this weekend. Your forecast details in 2 minutes.
Delmarva's Holiday House, sponsored by Beta Beach Builders.
Come home to Crawl Street Tavern, where everyone's a local. Home to the Crawl Daddy Light Craft Beer. Start your day off right with breakfast classics. Indulge in your favorite pub grub, amazing wings, and killer crab cakes. Live music every weekend. Located on Waikomico Street, just steps away from the Ocean City Boardwalk.
Coaches make a difference for their athletes and communities, and we want to honor them.
Each month, the Preston Automotive Group will select a coach who makes a difference and donate $500 to their organization. Then at the end of the year, 3 of these coaches will receive an additional donation to their program.
The coach can be from any sport at any level, up to and including high school.
Nominate your coach today at DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com.
Delmarva Sports Network's Coach Who Makes a Difference, sponsored by Preston Automotive Group.
In 1925, a simple bank ledger began journaling the transactions of life in Willards, Maryland. New houses, barns, and farm equipment. Growing families and businesses both big and small. A record through time of hardship and prosperity. 100 years ago, the founding of the Farmers Bank of Willards was vital to the town. 100 years later, banking has changed, but the Farmers Bank remains steadfast in its original mission, keeping and reinvesting millions of dollars right here for the benefit of our communities.
877-CALL-FUR, FHFUR.com.
As temperatures drop, FH Fur invites you to be part of something truly heartwarming, our Fall into Comfort Toy Drive. Through December 15th for only $29, the experts at FH Fur will perform a comprehensive heating system inspection, ensuring your home stays snug through the chilly months ahead. The best part? 100% of the proceeds will go to the United States Marine Corps Reserve's Toys for Tots. Schedule your heating inspection today with FH Fur.
877-CALL-FUR, FHFUR.com.
6:49 now on this Monday morning. We're going to take a live look at Ocean View, see what's going on there this morning. Pretty just gray there right now, Bob. Best way I can describe it.
It is. That's a great way to describe it, Paige. Foggy. It's rainy out there this morning, so use extra caution. Pack your patience. Leave extra time to get to your destination. And some decent rainfall amounts so far. Almost 0.4 of an inch in Bethany Beach, 3700ths. In Lewis, 3600ths in Millsboro. About 1/3 of an inch in Dagsboro, 3100ths in Georgetown and Laurel, 2700ths of an inch of rain, and the rain continues to fall. And here's Sussex County, Lake Pines up to Bridgeville, Andrewsville. You're seeing the rain over to Georgetown and then down through Ocean View and Fenwick Island. Millsboro right now, you're getting a break, but you'll be seeing more rain with time. Pittsville back through Salisbury, and then towards the coast, you're seeing the showers, and then more of those scattered showers for the eastern shore. We're seeing the back edge of this rain now moving east of I-95, so I think we'll be in this rain till about 9 o'clock. Then it will shut off. The rain extends to the north, and even in the colder air, we're looking at snow from the Poconos into southern New England. This is not a big system. It'll be moving out of here, and behind it, we will see partial clearing as we go through the day, but then there's another system on its heels that promises more rain as we go into the future. Temperatures right now into the 40s to right around 50 degrees, and we do have some thick fog, only 1 mile in fog in Salisbury, 4 in Georgetown, and 2.5 in Ocean City. So be careful with the fog and the rain as well. We do have light winds, which will eventually turn to the south with time. So we still have the rain on Futurecast through about 9 a.m. and then the clouds will start to thin out. By noon, we're into the mid-50s with some sunshine and around 55 to 57 inland areas around 3 o'clock. Some peaks of sun, but cooler 40s at the coast. We cloud back up this evening. Could see a few stray showers, but the winds pick up out of the south, and it's a milder start as we go into your Tuesday with temperatures into the 50s. Then the clouds thin out into the afternoon with highs into the 60s. That's our mild day. If you still have to put out some Christmas decorations, tomorrow's the day to do it, because as we go into Wednesday, after a chilly start, the clouds thicken up and we'll see rain building in as we go into the afternoon. That continues into the evening and then the overnight hours. Here's Thursday, 1:30 a.m., still raining, and then it does push out of here, and then it's just much colder behind that system. Could see about 1/3 to about 1/2 an inch of rain between now and Thursday. And the big story leading up to Christmas, or at least the first few days leading up to Christmas, December 21st through the 25th, very cold temperatures. We're talking about teens for lows as we go into the weekend, and highs only in the 30s. Paul Davis 7-day forecast. Morning showers today, otherwise afternoon sun, 56, 63 on Tuesday, mostly cloudy, and then rain later Wednesday into Thursday morning, and then temperatures start to tail off. Friday, 46, only 40 on Saturday, 19 Sunday morning, a high of only 31 on Sunday, and then 15 for a low Monday morning.
Thank you, Bob. 2024, it's on track to be the hottest year in recorded history. At least that's what the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration is claiming. Although the year is technically not over yet, NOAA said between January and November, temperatures were 2.3 degrees higher than the 20th century average, and the mark would also break the previous peak set just last year in 2023.
It's now 6:52 this morning. It's time to check in with our coastal pet of the day.
Let's take a look at our coastal pet of the day. Is getting a little too close to his gifts for the big day, Christmas. On your screen, that's Tuxedo, and as you can see, he is sitting under the tree, maybe trying to take a peek at what he's getting this year. Tuxedo was submitted to us by Yvonne in Berlin.
And we want to see all your pets on Delmarva. Send us photos of them. Tell us what makes your pet so amazing.
You can scan the QR code at the top of your screen to submit your furry friend to Coast TV News, and then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
Coverage on the road, in your community, along the coast. The IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep, live on the street, day or night. From breaking news to weather in your town. The IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep, coverage you can count on.
Once upon a time in Rehoboth Beach was a lost little elf, his home far from reach. When all of a sudden he saw a twinkling sign. A magical winter village? Could it be mine? His eyes grew wide as he walked through the doors. The North Pole, you say? No, Shellville, of course. A magical maze was his first stop on the tour. Wasting no time at all, he set out to explore. With so much to discover and so much to do, He knew for a fact all his dreams would come true. After all the excitement, he needed a treat, a warm, tasty beverage to help move his feet. No longer did he feel so lost and alone. Our brave little elf had found a new home.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry-first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation, where we bring the showroom to you.
You'll be walking into a winter wonderland at Bellaterra's Garden Center this holiday season. From freshly cut Christmas trees and handmade wreaths to poinsettias and Christmas ornaments, let Bellaterra deck your halls and trim your tree. Join us December 20th through December 23rd for our winter decor sale. Up to 50% off winter and holiday decor. Bellaterra Landscapes and Garden Center, your Christmas tree headquarters. Bellaterra is located right off Route 16 in Ellendale, Delaware.
Coming up.
You love him, I love him.
The Tonight Show's Jimmy Fallon. And from the new movie Saturday Night, actor Gabriel Lavelle and director Jason Reitman.
Monday at noon on CoastTV.
It's now 6:55. It's time for a look at your forecast before you head out your door.
And what starts our Monday, Bob, as we kick off what looks to be sort of a wet week.
Yeah, next few days on and off rain. We are seeing the rain this morning, and watch out for areas of fog, especially across Maryland. But here's the rain across Sussex County right now, Laurel up to Andrewsville, and then along the coast as well. You're also seeing the rain through Salisbury, and along the coast in the eastern shore also in some of those showers. So pack your patience as we go through the morning hours. Here's your day part forecast. I think the rain shuts off mid-morning, otherwise cloudy around 10 a.m., 48, and then some afternoon sun and temperatures into the 50s. Paul Davis 10-day forecast, 56 today, morning rain and then afternoon sunshine. Tuesday's the mild day. If you want to get some of those Christmas decorations out, it's dry, 63, and then the rain builds back in Wednesday, 58. That lingers into early Thursday, and then temperatures start to plunge, 48 Thursday, 46 on Friday. Then it gets really cold into the weekend. 40 on Saturday, 19 the low as we go into Sunday morning, and then only 31, staying below freezing by next Sunday with a low of 15 by next Monday morning, 33 on Monday, and then Christmas Eve right now, well, a little warmer, 41, partly cloudy. It remains dry, and right now we're going to say Christmas is dry and mild and partly cloudy and 50 degrees, so not a white Christmas, but maybe a wet one. There's a possibility of some rain, but right now it looks mild and dry.
Be worse, Bob. Thank you. And thank you all for joining us on Coast TV News today.
And the Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m.
We'll be back with Coast TV midday at 11, so stick around.
And for even more news and coverage you can count on, go ahead, download our Coast TV News and weather apps. Have a great Monday morning, everybody.